Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube and podcast channel.
Girl, why are you whispering?
Because I'm demure. My soft demure air.
It is Wednesday, honey. It's hump day. Spread them. Let them in.
I saw this meme. It's like of a t-shirt. It said, spread cheeks, not hate. Isn't that cute?
I mean, listen, that's a motto.
Spread cheeks, not hate, everybody.
I like it. Spread cheeks, not hate, especially on hump day.
Especially on hump day. Hey. So today we're doing a diva episode.
Are we?
Yeah, two divas here.
I was wondering why you were dressed like that. This is my listen. This is how I go to the grocery store.
I know. We know it. We know it. I'm wearing my. If you're listening and not watching, I'm wearing my Mariah Carey, "The Emancipation of Mimi" T-shirt.
Yes, honey. Tight where it matters most at the nipples, honey.
And Milo's wearing this fur coat.
I'm wearing a faux fur.
With
no gay animals were harmed.
Exactly, faux fur. What is this? What are we doing?
I'm in honor of Mariah's new single, "Type Dangerous," honey. I'm
Type Dangerous.
I've got my Fendi sneaks, Fendi shades.
I have my
and I'm
platform
popping
shoes.
fans. Look, see, I broke it already.
Platform shoes on. We have our shades on, right? So yeah, okay, we're gonna have to take the fan away from you, girl. But yeah, so today we're talking about divas, right? And what they mean in the gay world.
I gotta put this
So but yeah, so there's this funny meme on like Instagram. It says when a gay little boy turns 13, the universe will assign him a diva and he will worship her for the rest of his life, which is so true.
So earlier for me.
It was earlier for me too. I was actually 11, but who's your diva, Mylo? I
mean, I started with Cher.
Cher, I love Cher.
Because when I was growing up, the Sonny and Cher show was on. Mm-hmm. Listen, I knew Chastity Bono when she was Chastity Bono.
Okay.
I knew Chaz when she was Chastity.
And how iconic. She has a trans son.
Trans son, like totally lit, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I remember watching Tina Turner on her show. Just everybody, like those outfits.
Janet was on her show when she was little.
Gowns.
Yes, Bob Mackie.
My mom even had a Cher wig, honey.
Did she? I have to see it.
It was long curls.
She still have it?
No. No, but it was good.
You need to get your mom a Cher wig. I need a Cher wig, actually.
And then I think, I knew who Barbra Streisand was.
Yes.
Right? I sort of knew that was sort of not masculine.
Yeah.
Judy Garland, because, I love
Judy
musicals and songs. And, I'm attracted to tragedy.
Okay.
In general, like.
We like a little drama.
I love a little tragedy, a little drama, a little, a little flavor in your life.
We need a little spice.
I mean, listen, I'm all the spice I need, but sometimes you don't season me right. And then it went to Janet Jackson. Janet Jackson was probably my most relatable as I was coming up at 18, and she wasn't that much older than me.
Yeah.
She was a little thick, so I felt all that, because I was a little thick. And then really Mariah, for me, we have the same birthday.
That's crazy. You guys have the same birthday.
And
I'm jealous about that.
And I used to sing
Aries
songs.
You're an Aries.
Yes, I'm an Aries, hardcore.
327.
327. So, and I loved all her lyrics. Mm-hmm. There's, they always say that, I don't know who they are, but people say your diva is really there through your life's journey.
Absolutely, yeah.
And so for me, Mariah has really been at every step, every phase of my life. Mm-hmm. And there was a little dabble of Whitney or a little dab of Janet, but at the core of my dramatic life, it was Mariah. I don't think I've told you a story, so I'm gonna tell you, and then you can tell us who yours are. There was a day she just released Charm Bracelet.
Yes.
And I was driving home from the salon because I was doing hair. I was living in California, and Made It Through the Rain came on. Mm-hmm. I started sobbing. I had to pull over. I had just gotten sober from my drug addiction, and it just validated everything I had been through. And I thought, this is it. This is the hope that I needed.
Yeah.
Because you're just sitting there thinking, what happens next? I had dropped dead in my townhouse. The police didn't come. The fire ambulance came and revived me.
Oh my God, Marla, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I was DOA, honey. They found me with a paper bag that I had been breathing into because I was starting to hyperventilate and all that. I had fallen down the last 4 stairs. They found me dead in the kitchen.
Oh my gosh. I'm glad you're here. I really
Here I am, girl. And
I'm
faux fur and fan.
Period. Okay. I'm thanks for sharing that, by the way. I didn't know that. And yeah, I love Through the Rain. It's one of my favorite songs. And funny, I guess I became a big fan during that era too, during the Charm Bracelet era. But for me, I think when I was 11 years old, and I think that's when I started going through like puberty and, you know, figuring myself out. Yeah. And so I realized at that age that I liked boys, but it was bad.
Boys are men.
Hey man, but but yeah, I was in that age, and I think that's when I started realizing it. But I, you know, no shade to anybody or whatever, but I think we were just taught that was wrong, right? Growing up, I played with Barbies with my little cousin, and people in the family would say like, "Hey, boys don't play with Barbies," so I was ashamed of that, you know. So like, I guess associated girly things with being bad. So anyway, say that to say, when I was 11, I was coming into my own, and she released Charm Bracelet that year around that era. And I loved Through the Rain. I loved her music videos. I thought she was she still is to me one of the most beautiful women on this earth.
Yeah,
yes.
Stunning.
Her voice is just so surreal to me. So I became this big fan during that era. And then one day I stayed home from school, or maybe it was summer, I don't remember. I was going, do you remember those CD cases?
Yeah.
Like, there's these books, right? And you put
Yes.
CDs in them. So my mom, I went through hers one day, and she had hers organized. She had it organized by the artist name, and she had like the little lyric packet. Like she had the CD, and then on behind it, she had the lyric packet, right? So I'm going through her booklet. What is it called? Packet? Book.
Yeah, there was the booklet.
So she,
Linear notes,
yeah,
lyrics.
yeah. So I'm going through it, and I see she had like 3 or 4 Mariah albums. She had Mariah Carey, and then she had, I want to say, Music Box, Daydream, and Butterfly. She had those 4 albums, and so I gravitated towards Butterfly because I thought it was the prettiest. It was like a mirrored CD.
Well, it's an amazing song.
It's my favorite album, by the way, but it was like mind you, at this point, I already had discovered Charm Bracelet, and I loved that album as a 11-year-old gay kid.
Yeah, I mean, your way back.
And so, yeah, and mind you, this is like 2002, maybe, I don't know, 2003, something like that. And so, don't calculate the age, people.
He's not 40 yet.
We're still in, I'm 23. But,
Oh my God.
but anyway, I was only 2 years old, and I did.
My first words were Mariah Carey.
I was 2 years old at the time, and, or 1 year old, whatever. And anyway, I say that to say, I played, you know, those CD players? You had like a CD player and you plug in your headphones, and you put the headphones in. So we had one of those that eventually got stolen at school. We won't get into that. But anyway, I'm listening to the album Butterfly, and I'm looking at the lyrics, and it just loved that album. And so particularly, I loved every song on that album, but she has a song called Outside, and it's about like feeling different, right? Yep. And mind you, it's very gospel. It's not like what an 11-year-old probably would listen to, but me at that time, I loved that song. And I still do. It's about just feeling different and being outside. And so that's when I was like, this is my girl. Like, I love her. And she writes all her songs, right? And so since that moment, I followed her throughout my life. So a few years after that, she came out with The Emancipation of Mimi. She had this big year, and I was such a
lot of years after Charm Bracelet Girl.
No,
She had a dry run.
Charm Bracelet came out like 2002, 2003.
Glitter was after that.
No, Glitter was 2001. Glitter was before that.
Yeah, but when was Emancipation of Mimi?
2005. It was only like 2
Yeah,
years.
the Charm Bracelet wasn't a big commercial hit.
But I love that album.
Yeah, no,
It's literally like one of my top favorite Mariah albums.
Oh, my itch.
Cut that out.
I know, right? Don't cut it out. My back of my head itch. What's the other one? The Mysterious Chanteuse?
Oh, the Elusive
Chanteuse?
Yes.
Was that before
that was
Charm
like
Bracelet or after?
That was like 2014, 13, something like that. Yeah. That was later on. I say that to say,
yes,
her albums have been literally the soundtrack
Blueprint of your life.
Yeah, soundtrack to my life.
Of your
As
life.
cheesy as that is, but I relate to it so much, and I think her world and my world are kind of like mirrored sometimes. Like sometimes the words that she says, she has a song called Petals, and it's really personal, and I feel like I relate to that one as well. Even with the glitter is an amazing soundtrack.
Glitter is underappreciated, undervalued. It is
It's one of my favorite
It is the
childhood
answer
movies,
no matter
too.
what the questions are.
Literally.
I love the movie.
Me and my mom
soundtrack.
actually watched that movie together when it came out. I don't know if it went straight to TV or something at the time. Maybe
No,
it
I
did.
have the DVD, girl.
I have the DVD, too.
Listen, you can't tell me.
Period.
Nothing. Billy.
Billy.
Come on, Billy.
Shout out to, what is it? Billy Frank.
Yeah, listen.
But-
what's her name? Padma's character?
Oh,
that-
Padma.
Turn
Low
down-
key, I think she's supposed to be Jennifer Lopez in that movie for real because she couldn't
What did
see.
you say? Turn down. What's her name?
Turn down. What is her name? Turn Silk way down.
Turn Silk way down.
Bring Billy all the way up.
That's me on Billy. Turn
We
me
need
all the way up.
Hyman.
Bobby.
We're gonna have to give Hyman a DVD.
Literally.
You can watch the Glitter movie.
I mean, glitter is everything. Lucky. What is his name? Dice.
Dice, girl.
honey.
But anyway, I watched the movie in bed with my mom when it came out, like whatever, and so I love that movie. She has a song called "Reflections." It's about
Yes, I love Reflections.
it's about like a parent that doesn't want you, whatever. And so
And every
we
gay
went through it,
child
girl.
Has
Yeah.
been through that. I think
Yeah.
every gay child has been through the lyrics of Reflections because
Yes.
when I heard it, I thought of my mom. And it's not that my mom's never wanted me, but there's times where parents and children, whether you're gay, straight, trans, whatever, are just pulled apart.
Yeah.
Right? It's difficult times and kids start to feel unwanted, unloved. Parents start to feel unappreciated, disrespected, all of that. And that Reflection song, girl, like I used to cry when I would hear that song because
It's such a good song.
it was really sort of where my mom and I were at that point in my life, and it was just heart-wrenching. But again, listen, Mariah is the quintessential comeback story. Like this girl is always up against something.
Yeah. Like
Always. Like I remember watching her on TRL with the ice cream truck and the booty shorts and long shirt. I was like, something wrong with her. She ain't right. Something wrong. What's happening? And then the next thing I know, she was taking a nap at the hospital.
Yes, girl. Have you read her book? Have you read her memoir?
I have read it, but listen, what I love about her is how do you make a nap at the hospital about a nap? Like she turned a moment of personal tragedy, collapse, whatever you want to, insert adjective into, I just needed a rest.
Literally, it's what she said. I needed to rest. I needed a moment. And so she kind of talks about that in her book too, about how she just needed a moment to sleep. Basically, she just
because she's always up.
Yeah.
And it's funny because nobody thinks, I don't think I'm going to go like, my rest is I'm going to sleep. At home. And if I had her home,
she couldn't. So in her book, she talks about that.
But if I had her home, listen, I'd have some bodyguards. Nobody would be coming in.
Period.
I'd be sleeping in that closet looking at all my stuff.
Put a little bed down, little fork.
I'd be laying down the minks, the real minks. But no, I love me some Mariah, and I appreciate the talent, the trials, the tribulations.
I think that's what makes her an even better artist, is that she's been through some shit. So
what makes her human, for sure.
Yeah, and it makes her relatable. So she was just honored the other day on BET.
Icon Award.
Yeah, I want to read a quote that she said. She said, be a diva, be a boss, be anything you want to be, but be iconic while you're doing it.
Listen, and she's always iconic.
Period.
And I think what's happened nowadays with the younger generations, they don't really understand what iconic is.
I know.
Because they don't think shit that Kim Kardashian
we don't.
is iconic. It's not.
Yeah.
Being iconic is suing somebody for wasting your time and getting paid. That's iconic. Making a porno with some dick you lay down with, not iconic. That's thirsty.
Hey.
No judgment, because I've done it too, just not for money. But
I
wasn't thirsty, honey.
I'm quite virginal.
Okay, just because you've never slept with women doesn't make you a virgin.
Hey, we don't know that. Oh, wait.
Popping fans. This fan is the bullshit meter. Pop.
Girl. But
yeah, she does and she says iconic things.
She is iconic. Literally.
There's that one, I don't know if you saw it. I don't want to misquote it, but she was in an interview and the lighting was horrible. And she said, darling.
That's what we have our glasses.
She said, darling, this lighting is violent.
It's abusive.
Abuse. I was like, girl, this is everything.
Yeah.
When they did that little not Netflix, but they did that little docuseries.
Oh, yeah.
And she's like, I'm not walking to the stage.
Yeah.
They put her in the wheelchair and pushed her.
No, it was not a wheelchair. It was like a office chair or something like that.
But even still.
Literally, or just elevator lighting, having her shades on in the elevator.
Yes,
She is iconic, though, and I love that. Why do you think, like, what am I trying to say? Why do you think gays have a diva? Like, what do you think it is?
I think for me, for us, we see the struggle. Listen, Whitney Houston,
Yeah.
right? God rest her soul. Amazing voice, super talented, tragic. Gays are surrounded by tragedy. If it's not me having something tragic, it's one of my friends.
Yeah.
Or a former friend, right? Like, we're constantly struggling. And I think when somebody in a position of power, influence, fame, Mariah, Whitney Houston, Debbie Harry, Madonna, pick somebody.
Yeah.
When Britney Spears, when they embrace us with value and love, we stand them. Because too often in our daily lives, we don't get that.
Yeah.
Whether it's at home, at work, friendships. Listen, we started the podcast with, a lot of gay folks sleep with their best friends. Listen, you getting betrayed.
Bringing that back.
Yeah, listen, we coming full circle. In case you miss episode 1, go catch her. It's juicy.
I think it just represents, like, somebody we're seen, right? We're extra, we love glamour, we love glitz, we love everything is iconic, right? And so, but to break it down for anyone that's not gay or people that may not understand, because people are asking me, like, why do you love Mariah so much? If I had to explain it in simpler or straight terms,
Not straight terms.
straight terms, right? She is my Dallas Cowboy. So, like, how straight people love sports.
Dallas Cowboys.
Because Mariah actually wins, awards and trophies. But I'm just saying, like, like people stand Dallas Cowboys or whatever sport team, insert sport team here, right? There's like memorabilia. They will have like the bag, the hat, the jersey. Like, that's the same concept for us. Like our diva. Yeah. That's our sports team. Like, we ride or die for them, and so we want them to win, and people pit them together like a sports team, another amazing divas for me. You're not a big fan of her. I love her so much. It's Ariana Grande. I love her, and very similar, right, to Mariah's sound and style, but she released an album last year.
I'm sorry, Mariah fans. I do not agree with this.
I love Ariana Grande. She released an album last year called Eternal Sunshine, and that one really, really, really struck home for me, just because sometimes when you're in a situation and you don't really know what you're feeling, and an artist can release an album and it explains it down to the core of how you're feeling. I think that album is amazing to me. And so I love Ariana Grande and her previous albums too. I know we're going to take off these jackets.
The Diva has to.
But, hey, we love our divas.
I'm so sweaty I can't get the sleeve off.
Oh my goodness. Do you need help?
Nope, got it. Listen, you just got to helicopter the arm, honey. I know about helicoptering. Don't mind me. Whew. Sheesh.
We good?
Ah, yes.
We need a moment?
Nope. I'm good.
She said, hey.
Okay.
Wardrobe.
Let's go. Listen.
Period.
Right there. That's a diva iconic moment.
It is.
Throw the faux fur on the ground honey, like a blanket, like a rug.
But yeah, I mean, what else? I don't even know. I mean,
I think at the end of the day, what we're trying to do as gay fans and as gay men, gay women, maybe, I don't really know a lot of lesbians, queer.
Yeah.
We're just trying to be seen and heard. We're not trying to confront and fight all the time.
Yeah.
I remember when the whole battle for marriage was a big trigger topic, hot topic. I was doing hair at the time in Southlake, Texas,
Here.
relatively conservative area, and I've had clients at that point for 6, 7, 8 years, see them 6 times a year, 7 times, we're friends.
Yeah.
And some of them were just anti-marriage. which I found really interesting because they're not anti-me,
Yeah.
right? And so I said, well, what's
Anti-gay marriage or just
anti-gay marriage?
Okay.
Some of them are anti-marriage on it because their husbands cheated. But listen, that's a whole nother episode.
Oh.
So I said, okay, so what's the issue with marriage?
Yeah.
Right?
You don't have to have a gay marriage if you don't want
And for a lot of them, it was the word, right? The word marriage. The Bible says, the Bible always gets quoted for some shit. And I said, okay, but if we called it a union, a civil union, she said, no, I don't have a problem with that. I said, but at the core of marriage, at the core of marriage, what gay couples were really fighting for at the time was the right to be in the hospital room if something happened to the partner, to be considered family, and to be able to inherit
the
properties that they had helped establish and contributed to. And I will never forget this story. I will probably start crying. There was
have our glasses on.
There was a gay couple. They had been together since the 50s. This is back in the early 2000s, right? So they had been together almost 50 something years. In Northern California, I don't know if it was Sacramento, but somewhere in Northern California, one of them slipped. And they were elderly already, so they put him in, an elderly care home. And then they took his partner, basically his husband, but they never got married. Because remember, they were from the 50s.
Yeah.
That generation was very closeted, right? So he went into another care facility and they would never let them see each other, right? In the meantime, while they're separated, the state sells the house, auctions everything. One of them passes away. The other one finds out after he's passed that he's passed, and what he was doing was creating like a photographic book, like a memory, right? An album of their life together. So when he left, when he passed away, that's all that the husband, the not husband, the life partner had left. They ended up suing the state and winning. But at that point, it's a monetary pittance.
Yeah.
You've lost all your memories. You've lost your home.
Yeah.
And I would tell my clients that story at the time, and they said, oh, no, you need to get married. I said, well, there you go. Now you've said the word marriage. They're like, yeah, I'm not against it. Like, you have to put it in a perspective where people understand. I'm not fighting to become the woman or to become the man. Like, we don't want to be a man and a woman. We want the rights that are God-given.
Yeah.
I don't want Bruce to not be able to be in the hospital. God forbid something happens to me because we're not married.
Yeah.
Clearly, he's not my brother. Like, you can't lie.
And I think people just care too much what other people are doing. You know what I mean? I think just care about what the hell you're doing, right? And like, again, if you're against gay marriage, don't have one. It's okay. It's that simple to me.
I had a client tell me once, she said, I really pray for you. I said, oh, that's so nice. I thought this would be one of those nice little like, oh, you pray for me? That's so sweet.
Yeah.
She said, because you're going to hell. Bitch, when I tell you I pulled the shears back and the comb up, like, hey, this is the exit row.
Yeah. And not you doing her hair. She's brave, girl.
I was cutting her hair.
You said, bitch, I'm the one with the scissors.
Wait. I said, interesting. She said, well, I mean, you're homosexual. Mm-hmm. This was my response. I said, well, you suck dick, don't you? She looked at me and I said, I'm going to tell you this. I said, when I go to hell, if that's where I'm going, I'm going to see your husband and his mistress because I do his hair and her hair. You just didn't know. She said, what? I said, you have a blessed day. She said, but you didn't finish my hair. I said, I don't know what you're talking about. You came in with that asymmetric haircut. It's horrible. You should probably get that fixed somewhere. She walked to the front desk and, I'm loud as it is. Yeah. And the salon had gotten quiet when they heard that you're going to hell.
Yeah.
Everybody's waiting for what I was about to say, right? So, yeah, boop. And like, listen, blow dryers were all off. The quietest salon ever. And she walked to the front desk and she said, I need someone to finish my hair. She said, oh, no, we don't.
Baby, this is a gay salon, baby.
We don't do corrective haircuts on cuts that we didn't mess up. Yeah, she left with wet hair, honey, chin length, and bra strap length. Bye, girl. You
She had
bipolar.
the Karen cut.
Honey, she had half a Karen. She had the Schmerin. Like, my thing is this.
Schmerin.
How you gonna look me in the mirror?
What would she say that to you with the shears in your hand?
In the mirror.
Yeah.
What church do you go to? What Bible do they read? Because you're literally sitting there judging me. Thou shalt not judge, lest ye be judged. Yes, bitch, I will quote the Bible all day. So what are we doing? So if anybody's going to hell, honey, it's not me. I'm not judging you. I don't give a damn. Live your life. You want to drive around with alcohol in your tumbler and pretend like it's iced tea because it's a Long Island iced tea? Bitch, do you. I'm not rocking your secrets.
Hey.
People are crazy. Like, that's my thing. Listen, stay out of my life.
Period. It's that deep. It's that simple. It's that simple because I don't care about what you do in yours. I promise you I don't. I don't even pay attention to it.
Listen, I probably feel sorry for most of them. Listen, missionary. Ooh, girl, that's boring. You might want to try a gay marriage.
Oh, Lord. Hey.
Listen.
But I want to say this.
Say it.
Gay, it's not, people over sexualize gay people. I don't think it's all about sex. Like,
no.
And that's what people, like, every time something gay comes up, it's like, oh, we don't need to know what you're doing in the bedroom. You don't need to know. Yeah, you absolutely don't need to know what I'm doing in the bedroom.
But listen.
Because that's not all it is.
Let me tell you this. We're not swinging.
I'm not.
There is not me either. But there's community. Listen.
Yeah.
Straight people be swinging. Listen, I'm not putting my car keys in a bowl at a party.
It's everybody.
And again,
anybody,
okay
everybody.
Do it.
Yeah.
But my thing is this. I don't put myself in situations I'm not comfortable with. So if I don't want to be around, we'll just say a Karen, for lack of a better, a modern day Karen, I'm not going to go. If I see that haircut and I see that posture, that body language, I'm not walking up to that line, that manager. I'm moving on. Like, why put yourself in a situation where you're uncomfortable and you feel the need to attack? It's your insecurity and your ignorance that will betray you every fucking day of the week. And if you show me that you're ignorant, depending on my mood, I might educate you. Chances are I'm going to lay you out because you're not going to understand the education anyway. I'm just going to push you along the dumb highway. Keep it moving.
Period.
Listen, I don't have the energy or the time. And at the end of the day, the people that I surround myself with now, they're not worried about what me and Bruce are doing. They're worried about, are we happy?
Do you treat each other well?
Do you treat each other well? Are you happy?
Yes.
I mean, my friends are like,
how's your mental health?
How's everything? Yeah. I'm like, we're good. Like, you know what I mean? So I remember one, I'm going to cut you off. I remember one client telling me, I think it was, I don't know what it was. Like, she said, oh, I mean, were you out this weekend? I'm sure you were out. You guys love to go out.
And do.
I said, what?
I do love to go out.
I said, girl, what? I said, no, I'm not out. I said, I was home watching TV. I said, you go out more than I do, and you're too old to be out in the club. You're literally too old out to be in the club. I said, no, I was home. She said, I just thought you all went out. And I said, what?
You all?
You all who? Listen, you got one Puerto Rican gay friend. It's not you all, it's me.
Yeah.
Slow down, sis.
That's funny. That is hilarious. That's crazy. Well, we do like to go out. We like a good time. And I think
he likes a good time. But
yeah. Well, I think so. To ask you this question.
Yes.
How do you feel like Pride Month? Do you feel like that's super important for us? Or what do you think about Pride Month?
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
I have an unpopular opinion about Pride Month. I think Pride Month is bullshit, personally.
Why?
Because at the end of the day, I don't need attention drawn to me for 30 days from retailers trying to get my money.
Yeah.
I don't need attention drawn to me so that people who already hate me can voice their opinions louder. And it's not about pride. There's nothing going on in the media that is prideful for gays.
Yeah.
There is excuses and reasons for gays to be half naked, out drinking and carrying on. And again, that's fine. I'm not judging it. Go do you. But that's not a full representation of the gay society.
I agree. I half agree. I think Pride Month, which we have our rainbow fans, I think Pride Month, I think stuff like that. I think representation. Oh God, you done broke your fan.
I broke it earlier.
I think Pride Month or any representation is important, right?
But it's not representation. That's the problem. So
I think just being aware, like, okay, so for example, like right now, rainbow this, rainbow that, whatever, right? But I think it's important to have some kind of. It is representation at the end of the day. I think it is. Just like
it isn't. I don't think it is.
You don't think so?
Because there's nothing going on that's representative, right? So we were in Target. No, don't cancel me for being at Target the other day.
Not Target.
Let me tell you, the pride cubby
was sad.
Whoo, honey, there were 4 mugs, three flags, fans, and some weird thing we think maybe it was a rainbow shawl, like out of fur.
Oh.
And 2 books.
It's so funny. Somebody on TikTok.
That's not representation.
Somebody on TikTok posted the Target Pride, and it's so funny because they had apparently Target. I didn't go verify myself, but apparently Target had a U-Haul like part of their Pride collection, which is so funny. That's
iconic. Hilarious.
That's actually iconic. And I was like, that's so funny because like the gays move so fast, you know, like they have a U-Haul ready after 2 weeks. I thought that was funny.
Yeah, I mean,
but that's the only thing I could say. But I do think it's important. Now, do they overdo it? Yes. And that's with anything and everything, you know.
Sure.
To break it down to the straight people, it's like a keg party or like or like a, what do you call it when they go outside
Rush
sports?
Week. Like I just think Rush Week, right?
Or like outside of a sporting event. What do they do?
Oh, when they pregame.
Yeah, but they do it is that a keg?
Tailgate.
That's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Tailgate.
So it's Rush Week, right? Like
what's Rush Week? What is that?
So when they're trying to join the Greek fraternities and sororities.
Oh, okay.
And so they're putting them all, like put all through all that shit.
Yeah.
Just to get into the club. Just let me into the club. Like how much?
Yeah.
Here's the check. Let me in. I don't want to get whipped. I don't want to throw up. I don't want at the end of the day, like, again, if there were more educational things being put on TV during Pride Month, I would say, okay, I like Pride Month because we're putting stuff out there to help make people more aware, more understanding.
Yeah.
Right. But as it stands, it's really just a cash grab.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And so,
I agree with that. Yeah.
You know, is it going to change somebody who's ignorant for 30 days to have rainbows out everywhere? No. So for me, Pride Month is a missed opportunity.
It could be better. I'm not going to deny that.
For sure. It could be better. And listen, I'm older, right? Like
you've seen it. You've seen more things than I have. And you've been, I've been discriminated against, obviously, but you've definitely been more discriminated.
I remember the first gay pride fair I went to down in West Hollywood. I was like, I don't want to go, but like, you got to go, right?
How old are you?
I think I was 21. Okay. And, it was very in the middle of AIDS epidemic. And I was just really so surprised at the behavior. And again, I'm relatively conservative in thought and action. Listen, the freakiness is for private, behind closed doors. Like what I do behind closed doors, honey, listen, I don't have to say no, I'm married.
Yeah.
But what I'm going to do on the streets is different. I have a business. I have a reputation. Like you're never going to see me like, I love me a bed selfie, right? Like I'm known for those bedroom selfies, but there's never a nip slip.
Very demure, very mindful.
Very demure, very, very teasy.
Yeah.
Like in summer, I see these realtors like girl, what are you selling me? You're in a bikini. I see, there's a thong up your ass. Like it's too much. You're not selling real estate.
I don't know.
You don't do it.
That you know of. No, I'm just kidding. It is what it is. I'm not going to hate on anyone. Get their bag. Get your bag. If that's how you get clients, do you.
If they were getting clients, they wouldn't be doing it.
At the end of the day, just be respectful. I'm going to respect you for doing you, and you respect me for doing me. You know what I mean? There's this guy on Instagram. I don't remember his name or handle, but
you do. You just want to tell us.
I actually don't, but he's sweet, and we follow each other on Instagram, and he's very out there, and he's a realtor, and he dresses like, what's androgynous, I guess.
Yeah.
And I love that. And he is finding his people, and he gets all this hate in the comments. And I actually went back and forth with somebody.
Oh, I've seen him.
Yeah.
You've sent me his link before.
And so I'm going back and forth with people, and I need to stop. But I think that's amazing that he's doing that.
No, and I love that. I mean, and it's the same thing you and I are doing individually and now collectively with the podcast.
Yeah.
We're being who we are, unapologetically, vocally. Right? We're out here doing it. And at the end of the day, I support, listen, if you want to be out there, here's what I'm going to say. If you're a realtor and it's 110 degrees and you're on a boat and you want your tits out and your ass flossed by that bathing suit, do it. But please put on your Keller Williams badge so I know that I know you're trying to get a deal.
Let's do, okay, we're going to do a this or that diva edition. Because we got to wrap this back up to the divas, okay? So, and then I'll answer it as well, but I'll ask. It says this or that diva edition. It says choose wisely. Your gay card may be on the line.
Oh, Lord.
Mariah's whistle note or Whitney's powerboat? You go first.
Prime Mariah's whistle note.
I'm going to say Mariah's whistle note. Beyonce at Coachella or Lady Gaga at the Super Bowl?
Lady Gaga at the Super Bowl.
I'm going to say Beyonce at Coachella for Ian. Britney's Slave for You, VMAs, or Janet's Rhythm Nation Live? Oh, that's a good one.
I'm going to say Janet Jackson because she was first. She led the way for Britney.
I want to say Janet, but I want to say Britney's Slave for You is so iconic. To me at least. So I'm going to have to go with Britney. Cher, Turn Back Time, or Madonna and Vogue?
Whew. Turn Back Time.
I think Vogue. It's more iconic to me, at least. I don't want to get my gay card.
I mean, listen, Cher came out there. She had the chrysanthemums or whatever the flowers are tattoo on her ass.
Yeah.
She was on that Navy ship with all those servicemen. Like, that is iconic. And she was in her 50s at the time.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Rihanna's attitude or Ariana's vocals?
Rihanna's attitude.
Ariana's vocals. Christina Aguilera's runs or Celine Dion's range?
Christina Aguilera's runs.
Celine Dion's range for me. Diva in a heartbreak era or Diva in full comeback mode?
Diva and heartbreak.
I want to say, I'm going to give it to my girl, give it a comeback mode.
But sometimes the comeback mode is heartbreak.
You're right. A live vocal moment or a choreo slay? I'm going to say a live vocal moment. I'm going to answer this.
Depends on who it is. So, I mean, listen, I don't want to see Mariah doing a two-step. So
we love her little honey dance.
Girl, but she had done that dance in 40 years. So I'm going to say a live vocal
Not
moment.
40 years, friend. Okay, it says Glitter the movie. Yes, we said it. Or Burlesque.
Whew. God.
That's a good one. I'm going to say Glitter, though. Glitter is my movie. Down. Come on, Mylo.
Glitter.
Oh.
But I love you, Christina.
You love Burlesque. Burlesque is a good one, too. A messy diva moment or a flawless PR statement?
A messy diva moment.
A messy diva moment. We love it. Okay, well, you know.
Well, this was the Diva Pride /Pride edition.
We always go on a tangent, but that's very diva of us. We're on brand.
Listen, we are on brand, on trend. Wait, let me get it. Pop for your love.
Yes. Diva lighting.
See you in the next episode, boo.
Love you, friend.
Love you, friend.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.